Alright, what's going on, guys? This is White Dragon. I'm going to break down how we're going to do our draft lottery. I'm going to explain everything. I know there was a bit of confusion in the chat, so we'll go ahead and go through that in this video. It's going to be about 5 or 6 minutes long, but just to go ahead and give you a quick understanding, it'll be pretty similar to like the NBA draft lottery. So with the NBA draft lottery, it doesn't matter, if you came in last place in the league, you're not guaranteed the #1 spot. You just have a higher chance of it. So that's the same thing we'll be doing here. I'm going to break all that down. We use draftpicklotterygenerator.com. Pretty good website. We used it last year. So let's go ahead and jump on into that. Alright, so it's pretty simple. We've got 32 teams in the league. Everybody's going to start with one name, ticket, ball in the hat, whatever you want to call it. So you're going to have 1 out of 32 chances to get the #1 pick starting off. League administrators such as commissioners and trade committee, stuff like that, they're going to get 1 extra ball in there just because we do a lot of extra work for free, man. We don't get paid to do this. We're doing this to make a good league, so we got to do something to benefit the guys that are helping. But anyone can purchase extra balls for $5 each. So whether you're a commissioner or not a commissioner, everybody's going to get a maximum of 3 balls. All money that we gather is going to be used for the league. So we're going to try to have payouts for Super Bowl winners, stuff like that, and we'll keep record of all the money. And having more balls doesn't guarantee you're going to have the highest pick, all right? It just guarantees you're going to have an increased chance of getting a higher pick, all right? So everybody has the same right to get 3 balls. Certain people might just have to pay $5 or $10 to get more. So now let's go ahead and jump into it and do some examples. So here's the website we're going to use, draftpicklottery.com. If you look right here, I'm just going to have to go click on the first screen that we have 32 teams, and then I'm going to create a custom draft lottery. Then here's the next screen. It's going to start off blank. I'll have to go through one by one, and I'll put each person's PlayStation tag in here. Alright, so here's what it's going to look like after I start putting those names in. So I just put PSN tag blah 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 for #1, PSN tag blah 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 #2, so on and so forth. I'm just going to throw some letters in here right now to speed everything up. Alright, I'll have to go all the way from 1 all the way down to 32. I'll put every person's PlayStation ID in there. Alright, so after you put them in there, then I'll have to go through and I'll put how many balls each person's going to have. So if you look at teams 1 and 2, they're just regular players in the league. They didn't buy any extra balls. They're not a commissioner. They only have 1 ball in the lottery. But team number 3, PlayStation Tag, who's also a commissioner, they get that 1 extra ball for free. That's 2 balls. If you look down to number 4, he's not a commissioner, but he paid $10 to get 2 extra balls, so he's going to get 3 balls in the lottery. So you can look through this and pause it, but the most you're going to have is 3 balls in the lottery, alright? So if you look through this, you're going to see people that have different types of odds. Some people are going to have 1 out of 32, some people are going to have 2 balls, some people are going to have 3, but pause this and take a quick look at it if you need to, alright? So moving on, I'm going to go ahead and go all the way down to 32. I've got all the ball amounts filled in there. For the bottom half, I'm just going to put 1 ball for everybody. Then I'm going to have to go ahead and submit that, and it's going to take me to this screen right here. And then I'll have to reveal each pick one by one. But to speed up the video, I'm just going to go ahead and reveal all the picks. So if you look right here, the person that had the #1 overall pick, it was the PSN tag that I just put O on there for. They only had 1 ball, but they still had the #1 overall pick. So you still get a chance to get that #1 overall pick if you only have 1 ball in there. If you look at pick number 2, it was a person who was a commissioner, but they didn't buy any extra balls. They only had 2 balls in there, but they got the #2 pick. The person that got the #3 pick, they were a commissioner and they bought an extra ball. They had a maximum of 3. They got the #3 pick overall. So you can pause this and look through. This really does a good job of randomizing everything, but it's not like we actually have to put names in a hat. We do it all via this website, and it does a really good job of randomizing everything and taking how many balls you have into account. So here's the bottom half of all the picks, and if you look right here, like look at pick 16 and then pick 21, both of these guys had 3 balls in the lottery, but they still got like a mid pick, so there's no guarantee that they even got an early pick. So this still keeps things pretty random, but it gives you other ways to increase your chances of getting a high pick. So we've used this last year, like I said, worked out really well. No issues with it last year at all. So after we do our draft lottery, the following week we'll do a live team selection. I'll be using some graphics like this. We'll mark each team off one by one, and we'll hit people up in the GroupMe chat, letting you know it's your time to pick and what teams have been taken. So here's our upcoming schedule. Friday, August 14th, we're going to have the team selection draft lottery. There will be a live podcast. We'll reveal what order we're going to pick teams in. Friday the 21st, we're going to have a team selection podcast where you're actually going to pick your teams based on what order you got from the lottery. And then Tuesday, August 25th, Madden 21 is going to release. And then we're going to start the league on September the 5th. That'll give everybody time to get the game. That's about a week and a half to practice with your team and about a week and a half for Madden to make any updates. So I hope this explained everything, you guys. Rewind it, pause it, hit us up in the chat. Thanks for joining the league, and we look forward to starting soon.